Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is actually going to be a little bit different of a video. This is not going to be edited at all. No intro, no music, no outro, like ending, whatever. Video is not going to be edited. I have been having a really rough time recently, and I was in the hospital pretty much all of yesterday with tube issues, and it's a really rough day. So I am about to take my next dose of pain medication, but before I do that, I wanted to film this really short video because you guys asked me questions on Instagram, and you guys asked me questions on Instagram and they're gonna disappear. So I asked you guys to send me your assumptions of me, and I'm gonna hop on this popular trend of addressing the rumors. So here we go. Some of these are really good. I really like some of these. Okay. You've been through a lot and you want things to get better. True. You don't like snakes. True. I do not like snakes. That you find things more difficult than you let on. I would say that's true. I oftentimes, I'm a very positive person in both real life and on social media, but I try to be really positive on social media, and so sometimes I don't really tell you guys when I'm really struggling or when something is really, really hard. I don't share that with you guys just because I like to be positive on the internet. So yeah, I would say that's definitely true. I do find things more difficult sometimes than I say. Your favorite color is pink and you love dogs instead of cats. My favorite color is yellow, and I like both dogs and cats. If I had to choose, I would choose dogs, but I really like both. We just don't have any cats. Okay. Sorry if there's little pauses. I'm trying to find the questions. Well, that's a question, not an assumption. Never mind. You like to nitpick medical shows since you know a lot about that stuff. True. I do sort of do that sometimes. But my dog just coughed. I would say that's true, but only in the things that I know about. What? I just kneeled down a little lower. Okay, whatever. I apologize, this is not edited. Wow, okay. I do like to nitpick medical shows, but typically only when they're talking about something that I've dealt with. So if somebody is on a medical show with EDS, I really nitpick that because I'm you know, they're not always accurate, but that you're super strong but feel broken inside sometimes. What? Do you guys hear my dog? That you're super strong but feel broken inside sometimes. That's absolutely true, and that question came from my girl Sophie, who I will link her channel in the description because she's amazing. I would say that's true. I would say that I'm a positive and strong person, but I do feel broken sometimes. I've been open about it, that I've struggled with depression for off and on for years since I got sick. What is this? Years since I've gotten sick. And yeah, there are times where I just feel completely shattered and broken, but they don't typically last very long. And I always pick myself back up afterwards, but I feel like everybody feels that way sometimes. Let's be real. Somebody said nothing. I asked for assumptions and they said nothing. Literally just nothing. Okay. That you like being independent. That is true. I love to be independent, and unfortunately I can't be a lot of the time. And sometimes I get myself into trouble because I try to do something, or my family will try to help me, and they always do it with love. They'll be like, hey, do you need this? Do you need this? And sometimes my own frustrated independent self is just I'm a big girl, I can do it on my own, I'll ask you for help if I need it. And then even though they're just trying to help, but I get so frustrated at the fact that I can't do it that I lash out at somebody else for trying to help me. So I do like to be independent, so much so that I sometimes get myself into trouble. That you have an amazing family. I have the best family. Like, I cannot even imagine not having my family. Like, my parents are incredible, and so are my siblings and my grandparents and all of my extended family. Like, I could not do this without my family. That you're wicked smart but don't show it off. I mean, I'm not like wicked smart, but I mean, like, I'm smart. Like, I do really well on like school and tests and stuff like that. And growing up, I was always really ahead. Like, I was in all the accelerated and advanced classes. Did any of you guys do MCA testing? I don't know if that's just a Minnesota thing, but it's like a standardized test. And the first couple I did in elementary school, I got like 100% on, which was like really rare. But I don't know, after I got sick, you know, yeah. I mean, I'm smart, but not like a genius level. Okay, this isn't an assumption, but I have to say this. Not an assumption, but does it hurt when you pull on your central line or port? Yeah. I just find that funny. Like, I imagine somebody being like, I wonder if it hurts when you pull on this. Yeah, and for future reference, don't pull on your central line. That is not good. But yeah, it hurts. Like, if somebody were to yank it, I would, you know, probably scream. Well, I really should edit this, but I'm not gonna, because you guys can see who I am. I don't care. You have a tendency to help others and sometimes forget about your own needs. I would say yes and no. Like, not... The only way that this is true is that, like, I tend to... People message me a lot over social media, like Instagram and stuff, and I tend to want to be there for everybody, and so sometimes I will try to be there for so many people that, like, I don't even realize who my real friends are anymore. And like, I have a couple really strong friends, but sometimes I get so caught up in helping everybody else that, like, I don't, like, how do I explain this? Like, sometimes I'll try to be encouraging to so many other people that I forget to, like, be there for my closest friends, and more importantly, like, have my close friends be there for me. Like, and because I need encouragement too, and I need somebody a shoulder to cry on sometimes, and sometimes I forget about that just because I'm so focused on helping as many people as I can, and it's really hard for me to say no to somebody. Like, if somebody's like, hey, I really just need to talk to somebody, I'll be like, yeah, for sure, and I'll talk to them, and I have a really hard time saying no. So sometimes, like, I just get really not overbooked, but overwhelmed, I guess. You're a very introverted person. Okay, so this is actually true. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm actually really introverted, like 100%. So if, like, people who are extroverts get their energy from other people, and people who are introverts get their energy from, like, alone time, and that's how I am. And I haven't always been that way, but, like, now, I don't know, it's hard because, like, I do a lot over social media and I seem super outgoing, and it's not that I'm not outgoing, it's just, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I'm definitely an introvert, which surprises a lot of people considering I do so much on social media. That you have a boyfriend. P.S. I love you. I love you too. I do have a boyfriend. That you can never be mean or judgmental. False. Just false. I'm human. That you don't talk about EDS as much. That you don't, why can't I talk? That you don't talk about EDS much because it isn't as bad as your other conditions. False. It is definitely as bad as my other conditions, and in fact, it's what causes my other conditions. So, and I do actually talk about EDS a lot, but yeah, it definitely is as bad as my other conditions. But that's a good question though, good thought out question. That your faith means a lot to you. It does. Faith, like, my faith in God is honestly the only reason I'm still here right now. Like, I could not get through this without my faith and my family's faith and all the support that I get from that. Sorry, I'm trying to find questions. Okay, that hurts my eyes. That you love fuzzy slippers. False. Okay, so I can sometimes like rock some slippers or some fuzzy socks, but 99% of the time I like to be barefoot. Like, I don't like socks. In fact, I'm wearing socks right now, but that's because I was like out today. But now I'm just sitting on the floor. I just keep getting lower and lower, so we're just gonna keep adjusting the camera to adjust to me. No, most of the time I don't like fuzzy slippers or socks. Like, I'm a barefoot person 99% of the time. That you have a lot of money. I mean, we're pretty average. I'm not rich by any means, but I don't know. You were raised to respect people and not judge others. That's true. That you're afraid of spiders. Nothing's ever been more accurate than that statement. And the smiley face, that needs to be a frown. I hate spiders, and I'm terrified of them. People disagree with me, but if I see a spider, I'm gonna kill it. Like, there's no trapping it under a cup and like putting it outside. That spider is getting squished because it is invading my space, and I don't like spiders at all. In fact, one time I was tubing down a river. This was like, I was in 5th grade. I was tubing down a river. I got ahead of everybody else. So there was a log coming up, and I went to like put my hand, I was just holding onto the log, like waiting for everybody to catch up. And all of a sudden I feel something on my hand, and if you guys haven't seen a barn spider, if I was gonna edit this video I would put it right here, but I'm not gonna edit this video, so just go Google a barn spider. But they are massive, like huge, or they can be, and there's a lot of them where I live, and especially where this river was. And I'm not even joking, my hands are bigger now that I'm older, but like, it was the entire size of the palm of my hand, and it just like crawled up from on the log, and I don't think I've ever screamed louder. You really like to have a good friend who you can call in the middle of the night. 100% accurate. And in fact, like, that person for me is my friend Tara, or like my family. But a good friend who I can always call in the middle of the night is my friend Tara. And we're that person for each other. So like, I'm somebody who she can always call no matter what, and the same goes for, it goes both ways. But yeah, it really does make a difference, and she's somebody who I can call sobbing and just be like, I just need to rant to you, and she's like, you got it. We I guess it's not necessarily an inside joke, but we have a saying that like, we go to the dark place with each other. And so, you know, like, I mean, I'm positive most of the time, but like, sometimes I'm just in the dark place. Like, I'm just so upset. Where did you go? She's under my bed. Sometimes I'm just in the dark place, and we go there together. Like, I'll call her and she'll be like, all right, just talk me out of it. So she's my person. That you try to be kind to everybody no matter what. I would say that's mostly true. I do try to be kind as much as I can, and I'm a relatively kind person. Not relatively kind, I am a kind person. But like, I mean, I do get, if somebody makes me really mad, I'm human. Like, I can be mean. But like, I just actually yelled at a nurse last week because they messed up with my central line, and I was like, because it's dangerous, and so like, it made me mad, and you know, I was not very kind. That you're a kind person and speaks what they feel. Yeah, I would say that's more accurate than the last one, just because like, I am a kind person. Also that's all the questions I want to answer, but I am a very kind person, but I definitely will speak my mind. Like, if something is bothering me, I'm probably gonna say something. Oh my gosh, probably gonna say something. And okay, now I can take my meds. I'm probably gonna say something, and the same goes for like, not necessarily if I disagree with somebody, because I don't always speak up about that, but I don't know, I definitely speak my mind. Okay, well, that was interesting, and a lot of your guys' assumptions were really accurate, but there's also some really interesting ones that I liked, and some of them are really well thought out, so props to you guys. So yeah, I didn't edit this video just because I don't feel well enough, and I really don't want to, but I wanted to get something out there, and yeah, who knows, maybe I'll start doing more of these one-take videos. I guess it kind of gives you guys an opportunity to see the unedited me. I don't know, so let me know if you guys like this, or if it's like really annoying to see all the pieces that I normally cut out, like the rambling and the pauses, but you know what, sometimes you just want to put out a video and you don't want to edit, so. Alright, well, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and comment more assumptions about me, and I'll let you know if you guys are accurate or not. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.